Okay, so when God led me to Amos 9, right, for the so quick your head gonna swim, I actually read a little bit up and I was a little mind blown because he said what he was telling me this morning, like when he was talking to me. And I don't really plan on sharing my dreams in detail, not today at least. But one of the things was God sees all. He sits high and he looks low, because in my dream, somebody thought they was like getting away with what they were doing. And I was like very aware that my dad in the dream was aware of what they were doing, even though they thought they were being slick by not doing it completely in his presence. And when I was typing up my dream, I was like, ha, joke's on you, because God sees everything, right? And truthfully, I mean, people can think because they're not actually doing it in his presence or in his house, but his spirit fills the whole world. He sees and knows all. He sees in darkness. He sees people's heart's intention. He sees their hidden agendas. He sees their motives, even if we don't. Okay, so he was just stressing the God sees all part to me, right? And so I went up a few verses, and it's coming from Amos 9, verses 7 through 10, and I'm still reading it in the Message version. But this one's called God Has His Eye on the Kingdom of Sin. And then I wrote God Sees All. And so I just wanted to read this to y'all because it goes back to pretty much what we've all been talking about. But verse 7 says, do you Israelites think you're any better than the far off Cushites? God's decree. And before I move forward, y'all, I be struggling with these words in the Bible. Okay. Am I not involved with all nations? Question mark. Didn't I bring Israel up from Egypt? And I be reading it like he be talking like this too. The Philistines from Caphtor, the Arameans from Kir. But you can be sure that I, God, the Master, have my eye on the kingdom of sin. I'm going to wipe it off the face of the earth. Still, I won't totally destroy the family of Jacob. God's decree. Verses 9 through 10. I'm still giving the orders around here. Listen, I had to read it a few times, right? I'm throwing Israel into a sieve. What's a sieve? It's like a, hold on. I don't want to get the word wrong. It's a utensil consisting of a wire or plastic mesh held in a frame used for straining. That's it. Solids from liquids for separating. Coarser from finer particles, or for reducing soft solids to a pulp. But the picture is it separates, right? So, hold on. I'm still giving the orders around here. I'm throwing Israel into a sieve among all nations and shaking them good. Shaking out all the sin, all the sinners, right? And he's been telling us that. Like, he's shattering some things. He's settling some things, okay? He says he's shaking it. Shaking them good. Shaking out all the sin, all the sinners. No real grain will be lost. And he emphasized real to me, okay? Real, recognize real, okay? Okay? No real grain will be lost, but all the sinners will be sifted out and thrown away. The people who say, nothing bad will ever happen in our lifetime, it won't even come close. I don't know why I be reading the Bible so animated, but I love it, okay? So that's what he's doing, but he wanted to remind us, right? He has an eye on the kingdom of sin. He does not like sin. God does not like darkness, but he sees all sin. He sees everything that happens in the dark. And what does he say? He's wiping it from the earth. I'm going to wipe it off the face of the earth, but I won't totally destroy the family of Jacob. That's his decree. I'm still giving orders around here, okay? He's in charge. God, the Master. I'm throwing Israel into a sieve among all nations and shaking them good, period, okay? Shaking out all the sin, all the sinners. So he sees all. If you're worried he didn't see something, he saw it. He saw it, okay? Vengeance is the Lord's. But I just wanted to remind us all that he sees it, okay? And he don't like it. All right. See y'all in the next video.